All right, I'll just do this really quickly. Essentially, what you can see over here on the right side are the dimensions of this photo. This independent photo here is 7360 by 4912. The next one over that is obviously nothing special, same resolution, nothing really changes. But as you can see, as I'm cycling through these photos, each one of them is capturing a segment of that. Now you go back through and you have to picture this as I'm going down through these shots, what your net result will be. So you take all of these shots. As you can see, I highlight the ones that are successful. And you can see over here, like I've gone through, these two didn't work. This one's the better one of them, so I chose to use that one. That's just a part of a technique you'll use. So highlight them all, then right click, go to photo merge, and then select panorama. Saying you've taken the shots correctly, saying that you've overlapped them correctly, saying that everything has been lined up appropriately in camera, you should be able to assemble it into a panorama fairly simply. The combined effect of this is what you can see on your screen right there. Now, you have a projection option. Sometimes, not always, sometimes you'll get a failure on the spherical, cylindrical, or perspective, but you'll have a success on the perspective, cylindrical, or spherical. So you just sometimes want to go through them. Now, each one of them does something new. You can go to cylindrical, and you'll watch the picture itself change subtly. Go to perspective, and it'll change subtly. Each one of these, depending on the scene, will have different results depending on the angle of the lens. Now this was taken at 180 millimeters, so it was fairly straightforward, and I was at a distance across the bay, so the perspective, the projection won't change very much, but in some scenes you'll have dramatic change between spherical, cylindrical, and perspective, so please give them each a shot. And once you're done with that, just click merge, and depending on your computer, depending on the power, it will take either a minute to 75. I mean, it can take forever to process through these. Now I've already churned this one out, so as you can see, there's the photo. The final dimensions, as I mentioned, they will vary. So this one in particular is 17,469 by 9958. The cropped, though, as you can see here, is 14,821 by 9,020. So as you can see from when I was going through the other photos, they weren't necessarily lined up perfectly. If you look at your crop overlay, this is when things become a little more apparent as to what I was talking about. Now, I'm sorry, this is slow because I'm churning that panorama in the background. I'll just kill it. So as you can see, I messed up a little bit up here, and then obviously I failed to grab the scene over here, and then of course I didn't grab the base down here. So the end result is what you see here. Now you can go through and take this very differently. As you can see, each one of these, and then you can come up with something like this perhaps, which is just a segment, or other ones. I think I have a final one back over here. Here's another one. So there's the bottom half of an assembled pano. This is a very large photo. It's almost impossible to grasp how flippin' large this thing is. So this is 64,000 by 911, and then 5,700 high. This is one half segment of a panorama. If you can possibly comprehend the fact that at 64,911, how big that would be, your printed final is unimaginable in size. Think garage door with the highest quality possible. Think 4 garage doors with the highest quality possible. That is the power of assembling individual shots like this into one final merged product like this. My computer can't even process this hardly. It's so slow to even consider something this large. But if I was to zoom in here, saying it was to adequately load at this point in time, you would actually see just how detailed each one of these individual shots and segments was. Give it another minute. Anyways, I hope you get the point. I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, please let me know.